Stella's back.
We were in the seats just in
Stella.
time. Yes,
Damn.
Stella's back. She she has a really hard time changing pants. I mean, pants are
I
not
can
easy
imagine.
for anyone, but
Yeah.
especially not when you're a mannequin. And so we had to like do some real quick wardrobe
She's
stuff.
wearing a sheet.
And I think that harkens back to her days as part of an escape room when, you know, she has that tattoo on her thigh because you had to like find the tattoo on her. And so
Yeah.
she knows that was like her initial part of her initial purpose. So she probably wants people to find the tattoo.
Okay.
So
Well, anyway.
season 3.
We're here.
First Stella of season 3.
First Stella in like,
Cheers.
I think there's only been one Stella in, I don't know, 2 years. Maybe just for XLV. Like that's probably the only time she's had one.
Back in the day.
Oh, dang. Missed opportunity. But yes, I really do want to bring her back in some capacity. Stella trading cards at least like once a month.
Oh yeah.
Special occasions, a couple times a year. You know.
Yeah.
Because people.
Yeah, no, Stella cards are fun.
People have some good ones.
Keep it rolling.
So step right up. Obviously, you're here at the most sensational, inspirational, Cardano-vational news show on the planet. Today, we have a very special guest, UnpopularEL. We're very excited to talk to him. Tyler, have you talked to him before? Like in space?
I met him at the con like quick on the last day. Like I just like basically just exchanged highs. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we've been in spaces. I don't know if I've been in spaces with him, but yeah.
Well, we're going to get into it today. We're going to find out some of his secrets, some of his truths and lies. And we have a very special Would You Rather edition, which somehow we've never done before. Tyler came up with some amazing Would You Rather CNFT edition questions. So we're going to see what Elle would rather.
Yeah, get some good nonsense. We're going to bring him on, do some news, do some nonsense, do the whole shebang. Should we do it? Is it
LFG.
Time? LFG. Get it? LFG.
Oh, L. Oh my God, dude. How does L not like capitalized off of that a lot? Maybe because LFG is like, it's kind of getting old. Like they're kind of moving on to the new things. These young kids.
LFG, jeez. Get with the
I never heard anyone say that since my grandma, and she still says whack.
That's whack, man. All right, well, let's welcome our first and only and most special guest, UnpopularEL, for some nonsense now. Hey, I mean,
Hello. I didn't actually know that I was joining to be on the first episode of season 3, so this is a big honor.
Yeah, well, this is, what is it?
You're not on the first
second episode of season 3.
But
really close.
Embarrassing.
You easily could have been.
Close, yeah.
You just didn't take that date, you know?
That's right.
This is the only date I got offered, so
yeah, I'll take blame for that.
Don't worry, we'll go. Look, we'll go fire all those interns that did that. Go get new people. Don't worry.
You guys can afford interns. Must be the richest people.
I mean, if you don't pay them, you can afford anything.
We got our mannequins, yeah. So
yeah, see, Mr. Pistachio, our boss, he just brings people down to the news tank for a while, and eventually they do what he says, and
they become like what he calls interns.
Yeah.
Not
supposed to make eye contact with
broken individuals.
Sounds very intimidating. I can't.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. But we make do.
That's why we're back.
We couldn't
quit because he wouldn't let us.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're stuck.
Grinding it out, make the best of it.
Get dragged to that news tank. Well, we got some good nonsense to throw at you today.
Pull up that.
This one. Okay, good. Yes, this is very exciting.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, you should.
It's some.
These are pretty easy.
Tyler, do you want to ask some of your?
I gotta find mine.
Your OG questions.
Yeah, I can ask some of these. So yeah, we usually try to do would you rather questions, and we got some OG Cardano would you rather questions, from back in the day. So let's see. So the first one is, this one's pretty simple. But would you rather have been around for Barry or the Cardano Kids? So basically the first two NFTs on Cardano, Barry or Cardano Kids Testament NFTs.
I mean, I think you would have to give me about 50 pints to even consider saying the second one. It's got to be Barry.
True.
It's gotta be honest, without a doubt.
And then you might, and after the 50 pints, you might say it just for chaos sake.
Exactly, just to get in trouble. But I mean, Alice, he's an icon in the space, and the berries. I mean, they've got to stay. So you've got to say the berries without a doubt.
Mm.
It was a wise decision. You passed the test.
Yo, how much can you buy a berry for now? Like
about $350.
I think it was last time. I think last time I saw it was like 40.
Yeah, I think it's around there, like maybe 35K, around that kind of 35, 40.
It's a damn bargain.
And
at the top, they sold at like what, 100,000?
I thought it was $1 billion.
100,000, maybe 100,000 when ADA was $1. Like I feel like I remember.
Yeah, it looks like the floor right now is 45. So it's
respectable.
It's crazy.
Still holding pretty well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, considering they do nothing, like you really can't complain.
Straight collectible. All right, we got another question about different mints that occurred back in the day.
Oh no!
Am I taking this one again?
Yeah. Well, if you want to keep it, you wrote them, so
okay.
And I have a St. Patrick's
you know how to
Day
say them
question
good.
Also.
Okay. So we have two OG iconic mints. So we have the Cardano Bits mint, which was known for the Google Drive or Google Docs mint. Mint, I guess. And then we have the Pixel.
It got talked about. It certainly got talked about.
And then we have the Pixel mint, which is kind of on the opposite side of the spectrum, where they had the whole elaborate gamified, I don't even know what to call it. Like
the kids don't do it like that anymore. The kids need to take a tip from AF.
You know, I'm sad that I actually missed both of those mints. Like I think I came in just after. Mm-hmm. So I started buying things that made me lose money instead of made me more money. So I think the first thing, one of the first few projects was like Nerds and Virgins. I remember buying those and then going, well, I didn't want to make any money this year anyway. So, sadly, kind of missed both of those. But I don't know which one would I pick. Probably the Pixels, right? They're doing pretty well still as well. So
gotta go.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
And they're just us. I mean, they're both awesome. But yeah, Pixels. I mean, we know that. I mean, something may be being worked on there right now. Hopefully, we went hard into Pixels during that.
Oh yeah, the mint was fun too. Mm-hmm. Like
it was
everyone excited.
It was like freaking amazing fun, like a little bit of strategy gambling. Okay, so here's your St. Patrick's Day question. Would you rather wear a leprechaun costume every day for a week or do a quick Irish jig and say top of the morning to you when you enter a room for a week?
They're both horrendous. I'll be honest with you. My question now is like people are going to laugh at me either way. So I'm probably just going to go for the first one because at least that's even more hilarious.
I think so because the costume,
you like owning it.
You can rock that, man. You could totally.
I mean, if I came into a room and said top of the morning, half the people would just think I'm Irish anyway and just assume that it's normal. So I might as well just do the Peter outfit and just ruin everybody's day.
Oh, that reminds me. Did I hear in a space that you want a Harry Potter lookalike contest?
I'm actually really annoyed that you've said this because this was going to be part of my team.
Oh
no.
I'm screwed.
I hope you got a backup.
Oh no. Okay. Scramble. Okay. Oh man. It was too good.
She would have known. I mean,
I would have known, but
she's made a study of your life, so it's gonna be hard.
I got forced. My auntie was in a competition and they were like, you need to get a Harry Potter lookalike. So she grabbed me, pushed me onto the stage, and I won. So yeah, actually true.
Wow. So you didn't even have to work for it.
It was more like I was a victim of a Harry Potter competition.
Yeah, sounds like it. Did you get any hot Hermione chicks from it?
Absolutely nothing.
Well, I just don't.
Did you get a best friend with red hair from it?
I'm pretty sure my auntie won something. I went home, empty.
Yeah.
You didn't even win any money to invest in Ada.
I know. I could have bought, some jet chickens, and I could have bought, some kids, and you never know. Sad time.
All right, we got one more CNFT question, I think, huh?
Oh yeah. Okay, one more OG themed or early day themed question. So obviously we didn't have marketplaces for a while. And we didn't have spaces for a while either. So would you rather go a year only trading through Discords or not joining any spaces?
That's a good one right there.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. Yeah. I think my girlfriend would always pick for me to do the second one, no spaces.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, true. But you're probably gonna be spending. Yeah. Oh, sure.
I don't think I could stay in crypto without spaces. I mean, I built kind of my entire thing off it, and really how I got a lot of opportunities. So however much I think I would cry saying please send in Discord, I think I got to go back to the Discord days.
Same.
It's going to be painful. Please send the NFT. Oh.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
But it's just a year. You do your time. You're done.
Yeah, that's like taking us back a few centuries. Like we're just instantly gone back in time. I mean, CNFT.io, it was great when we needed it, but that was tough enough. Discord is a whole level. Desperate.
Different times. All right. Well,
yeah.
Whatever is left.
Yeah, we can just do two. We can just do truth and lie.
I'm sure
this
you have
something. Like,
another thing.
Who wants to be a millionaire 50-50, or you could just. Or you could have
something else in there too.
2 lies and a truth. You could have 2 lies and a truth.
That would be crazy.
You could come up with a lie.
No, I've got to. I'm such a truthful person. See, I've definitely never been deceitful ever in my life. So
no, I know you're not being deceitful right now.
No, of course I would never lie. This is so difficult. You ruined everything. Realistically,
yeah, that's tough. I mean, I don't think that's ever happened before.
No, that's never happened.
Yeah. That's actually hilarious, to be honest. I got to give it.
It's kind of fate. Like it's kind of. I mean,
had to be.
Like
that's
too weird. It's too random. I
mean, I have to appreciate it realistically because you listen to my space to remember that. So deep down, I'm happy about it. But at the same time, I hate you right now. Okay, we'll do this.
It was all because of the costumes. Leprechaun, Harry Potter. These are famous costumes.
I understand. I'll forgive you this time. Just don't do it again. We'll do one truth and a lie. Okay, we'll do
half and half.
Yeah. We'll do the first crypto that I bought was Safe Moon, and I never bought any followers.
Oh.
Damn, these are good. These are good.
Interesting.
Like never on any platform or never?
Yeah, just never in general.
Okay. We look into like the specifics here, so we gotta.
Tough. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I don't want to think that you would have bought followers, so I want.
But I don't want to.
I think
at the same time, though, you don't want to think. You don't want people that you don't want to wish Safe Moon on people.
He has a very special place in my heart, and it would shatter that place should I learn that he bought followers.
I think that he didn't buy followers.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Is that the final answers?
And I think that you would never win a Harry Potter lookalike contest.
The truth is actually that I bought Safe Moon as my first crypto, and I also did buy followers as well. Yeah, I had to do it. Too many people. People had too much power, and I was tired of it, so I had to take over. And
that's totally true.
The reason I bought it, and I told people as soon as I did, and it was just like. If you kind of look at Twitter and crypto in general, the entire thing is just social engineering. So I was like, you keep thinking these guys are smarter than they are. I'm going to do it. And then you'll go, look at this idiot. he can do it as well. So it made sense in my brain.
Well, maybe we should all buy followers.
I know, like, honestly,
no, definitely.
I would have done it. Like, I'm not against it. I just always felt scared that I was gonna, like, I don't know, get in trouble with the platform or something. Like, do they even give a shit about that?
I think they love it.
I mean, I don't think they care. Like, I tried to buy my mom some for the holiday for Christmas. She was like, "Why you bought me followers for?" She didn't like the idea.
That's what I'm gonna tell Desi I want for Mother's Day. Our son.
I told her you have two options: followers or Safe Moon. Which one do you want?
Safe Moon sounds nicer. Sounds nice to a mom.
Yeah, the only problem was it wasn't safe and it didn't go to the moon.
No.
True.
Ain't that the way?
That's how it goes. The title should have given it away right there.
All right. Well, I'm shattered, so let's move on.
Shed a tear. We appreciate your honesty with our news program.
No, it's something I'm kind of proud of to a degree. I know some people see it as deceitful, but it worked, and
you disrupted the system. I appreciate that for sure.
It worked, and people asked me, and I just told them straight, yeah, and I would do it again every single day of the week because it completely took me from never being spoken about to one of the biggest people within the ecosystem within months, and just took over like a huge portion of my life. So it was definitely worth it.
0 to hero, baby.
All right. Well, let's hit the news button and see what comes out.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, press it, Tyler. Do the gesture. So, with all the vibes of Bull Run goodness and juiciness about lots of news has been happening. We've got the Let's Talk word space that is highlighting Rare Evo and different. Can you click that? And different projects that are going to be at the event this year, and it's going to be cross-chain spaces, which is cool. So those are going to be happening on Wednesdays. I think it's every Wednesday, but no, it's not. The next one is Wednesday, March 27th. So I'm really excited to, we've never been to Evo. We've only been to XLV. So I'm really excited to hear more about what they're going to do and if they're going to do anything kind of different because it's Vegas, and just finding out who in general is exhibiting. Also about Rare Evo, they are going to be minting NFT versions of the tickets until I think April 1st, and then it just becomes regular Web2 tickets. So hopefully we can book before then. I'm not thinking we will, but I want that NFT.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out. But yeah, of course, this is off the other news that is Rare Evo and XLV have merged. There's no more CNFT kind of /XLV, just Rare Evo, and we're gonna see how that
Caesar's
works
Palace.
out this year. Yeah,
I am hyped
in Vegas,
to go to
so
Caesar's Palace. Like,
same locale.
I feel like we'll get around. In Vegas more from this.
Yeah, true.
Which we haven't.
It's closer to the Is Caesar's Palace on the Strip?
Yeah, I imagine so. Like, it seems like a central Vegas locale.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to check this space out coming up. There's been some rumors circulating about big Cardano news,
and it came out too.
It did.
Yeah, it's this Johnny Sachs thing. It came out a few hours ago.
Oh, all right.
But like, it was such a meme
so happy
thing. Like,
look at them dancing and ringing a giant bell. All right, what is it?
Well, they're thrilled to announce a groundbreaking development from the Swiss SIX exchange SIX exchange. Today, I had the honor of ringing the bell to officially launch the listing of Cardano staking ETP by Liquid.
Okay.
Johnny Sachs is the one that said it. I didn't ring the bell.
Yeah, I missed this write up. What do you think, El?
Yeah,
I actually missed it. I missed it myself.
Yeah,
everybody was just posting, oh, big Cardano coming soon. I thought I'll join along. My entire timeline, there was big announcements coming, but this seems really interesting, actually, and I definitely need to catch up a bit more. And well done to Patrick. He does a great job of onboarding people onto Cardano. And yeah, this is impressive.
Democratizing access to ADA and pushing Cardano into the institutional world. Well, this is fresh news, and I don't understand it.
No,
I don't know what this means.
But it's something about broadening, institutional stuff a bit more. So
performance potential of, so is it putting ADA on? I mean, we're just speculating now, but is it like putting it on like a Swiss?
They're going to be listed as one of the
Okay.
Combines the performance potential of Cardano with the interest generated from
that's what confused me. Okay. But I mean, I'm assuming they're just taking advantage of ADA. And
it's an ETP, right? So it's kind of similar to like an ETF where you can trade it as a security, essentially.
Okay.
Well, let's see what it does for us.
Yeah, it was totally.
I'm in for it.
Everybody was either like copy pasting Patrick's initial tweet or like doing different riffs on it.
Yeah, I was wondering what was up with that. If it was just like a meme or something.
Or if it's actually a thing. So here we have. Actually, I think I need to share it with audio here. Oh yeah, great. All right, well, let's take a listen.
Today is the day. The little sappies mint day. I set an alarm on my phone. I'm ready. I simped Mango for a whitelist spot, and I believe that you can mint 2, so we're going to mint 2 today. I don't really know why I'm minting these, but I'm going to mint them anyway. So please don't follow me for financial advice, because I'm literally just fucking around and finding out. If I make a bag, I make a bag. If I don't, then I've just spent $56 on a cute JPEG seal. So let's fucking go.
Contain my excitement, they are so cute. Okay, let's go. 2, please give me 2.
I'm running late as I connected the wrong wallet. Happy Monday. Wow, okay, that was really quick. Let's see what we got here. If it's not a rare, I'm fudding. Oh my goodness, they are so sweet. Look how aesthetic they are. I'm in love. How am I ever going to flip these? They are too cute.
Lil Sappy's mint went down. Let me see that Discord chat. Yeah, everyone's been going crazy for Sappies, ARPing all over the place. It definitely seems to have brought some ETH people, which is exciting. It sold out super quickly, but then like wasn't showing that the whole thing was sold out on the mint page. Do you know what was up with that, El?
I'm not going to pretend to be a dev, but from speaking with Avatar Nick, it seemed like there was just so many people inputting transactions and so much pressure on the website that the mempool was full. And because it was at a 95% load, essentially a lot of them were kind of canceling or, taking a while to come through. And I think some of them got stuck in the mempool for 4 hours as well. So it was just so much chain load and so much hype around it that it, maybe didn't go as planned.
It still seemed to go really well though. And I got myself a Sappy with lederhosen and a bowl cut. Yeah. He looks like a total goon. I love him. He's got like orange, so he's got like good orange and brown vibes. And he's very cute. But
I got really lucky.
You did? Oh my!
Yeah, I got a wizard with a mushroom top, and then I got the full samurai with the ice katana. So thanks to Mango and Avatar Nick for fixing my whitelist and making sure that I got really good.
Yeah. No, I was like, I cannot believe that you pulled those. That's crazy.
I thought I was in trouble.
Of course he gets something good. I felt bad. I was like, this is the only time I've ever minted something good. I always get flaws.
Dude, you know how like they showed that there was like tweets with like that like watermelon Sappy? Was that something you could pull, like that crazy cute watermelon background and watermelon?
I didn't see that one. I saw there was like a 1-of-1 eggplant. I'm not sure if you saw that one, but I haven't seen a watermelon one.
Damn, I wonder who got some of those crazy ones. because that's what made me want to get it. I'm like, because some of them I just thought are kind of basic, but like the cool ones were really cool.
Yeah, they're all right. Got a couple sappies sapping around. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, peep around.
Some more news here. The Cardano Times.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure what to think about this.
I didn't read this one.
Times. Here we go.
Let's see.
All right, they try to ignore us, but we keep building anyway. Okay.
It's really the altcoin daily thing I was trying.
So we're talking about this Dubai.
Yeah.
It's just the Cardano Times reporting on a criminal investigation system secured by the Cardano blockchain in Dubai. So that's interesting.
And I wonder if that led to the summit, or if the summit led to that.
I was just gonna say, because last year they did the summit in Switzerland, and then this year in Dubai, and now we have news coming from both countries utilizing Cardano.
Making those connections.
I guess we get out there and
someone's frozen.
Once you get out there, they can't. They love us.
Exactly, I think so. All right, good.
So, like, what does that mean? Like, bullet scans done by a highly sophisticated scanner are shared among international stakeholders.
Who the hell knows?
I mean, I see that as being good, and I also see it as being turning potentially sketchy. Like, I don't know.
I was trying to learn a bit more about it, and I think it may have been Jeremy Furster that ended up hooking this up. I'm not 100% sure, but congratulations to him if it was, because I believe he's in that photo as well. So, but somebody told me it was in relations to ballistics, so gun crime, and I was very confused because there's like barely any. But I mean, it's a step in the right direction. Either way, you know, we prove ourselves as facilitating information that is important to governments or you know whatever, and then it's kind of moving on with that, right? Showing proof of concept, and then where can we go from here? So I think it's really bullish. However, people may put it, and it is a bit confusing. I'll definitely not disagree with that.
Yeah, you do have to start with like small steps of things, and yeah,
doing stuff out there, making connections. That's important.
Experimenting.
All right, so that's a little bit of news.
Actually, I got some from the handle, some quick stuff from the handle space yesterday.
Right, yeah.
So I mean, some of these we already know. I don't have any graphics or anything. But so the third cohort is coming out in the next week or two. And they have quite a lot of projects, which I actually might be able to put that up. That will be releasing background for handles.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
I'm trying to remember some off the top of my head. I think they said like yeah.
They've only done it once, right?
I think twice. So this would be like the third major release, because the first one was
just a little bit of
Space Buds and Clay, right?
Oh, right. And then they had Overexposed.
And then there was a third one too, I think.
And some other, yeah.
Yeah. So this one, I think it's gonna have, just off the top of my head, I think
Peaks.
I
had a few of these. There's one.
Oh, cool.
It gives you a general vibe of it's a little different than this,
Yeah.
At its own.
Yeah. It's like your Steam profile. Like it gives it that flair.
Yeah. So along with that, so after this cohort, they're actually gonna. I forget if they said how long it will take, but their next step is to open it up to anyone. So anyone could, whether you're a project or just like an artist or something, you'd be able to like create the handles or the backgrounds for the handles. Some other things that they mentioned is
I want one from Jika Clay.
Oh yeah, that would be sick. I think she did do one of the Claymates ones.
Oh, true.
I think. But anyway, some more from handles. This one I'm kind of saddened about. The punny code, which is the emoji handles. They were talking about that for a bit in the space, and it doesn't look too good for those. But it makes sense why. They were explaining that.
Wild.
Yeah, so they were explaining like it's easy to you can have I mean, anyone who's messed with them knows that you can have like characters like hidden in it that aren't visible on the handle, or in the emojis that it generates, but it's easy to like trick people into sending to the wrong address.
Don't need more of that.
Yeah, there's no need for
definitely
like that.
Let's see some other quick things. Subhandles are still coming. There will be an option to rent out handles on their marketplace, which will be interesting to see. Also, this kind of came out of left field for me, because this is the first I'm hearing of it, but they're actually working on a PFP collection for handle owners called, I forgot to write it down, but that's something that's also coming from them in the coming market. Yeah,
it better be a
and
to match
and auctions for the
right, pictures of different kinds of handles. Yes, I don't know, handles with different traits.
It had like I think it was, they named him like Hal. I think the name of it was like HAL.
Bold.
Yeah. And then the other thing is that they said is coming up. No timeline that I heard. The auction for the one character legendary handles are also coming up too. I'm assuming once the marketplace is up.
So yeah, lots of news coming from them. Very cool.
And they're doing like bi-weekly AMAs, I think, through all this. So you can expect more.
We got to get them back on the show again.
Yeah, definitely.
Have we had? I don't think we've
recently. Well, we've had Calvin. You know, we've.
Right.
Before pre-handles. Yeah.
Pre-handles.
I think they might be one of the most, like, I can never guess what they're going to do next. The most unexpected team in Cardano. Like, where did this we're going to do a PFP mint? Like, okay, I'm on board, but where the fuck is that come from?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, just
now.
What? They smell
they're a great team, though. I love what they do, and I mean, if you don't use handles, like, what are you doing?
I know, dude. I have to send out marble races prizes every week, and I'm just like, God damn, y'all need to get a handle. Like, it takes no time.
That's crazy.
I hate it when somebody
like the first thing.
Yeah.
When somebody reach out and they were like, "We need your address." I'm like, "Okay, can I send you my handle?" And they go, "No." And I'm like, "You guys suck." Like, I'm not what do you mean no handle?
Yeah, for real. Just go resolve the handle address. They do it in apps and in wallets now. It should be easy enough. Whatever. Okay, cool. So any other news that we want to squeeze in here before we bring on our special guest?
I'm excited.
I can't wait. Well, let's do it then. All right, we're going to bring on El, our very special guest.
Air horn. Party is going. So,
welcome to the show.
Burger King or McDonald's?
Wait, say again?
Burger King or McDonald's?
Oof. McDonald's.
All right. Next question.
That was the only one I had. Check
my question is, when did you come into Cardano, and like what brought that about?
Right after the Pixels mint.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
So I bought Cardano in 2019, but I was just like one of those losers that just leaves it in Coinbase and is like, when's this gonna go up? Just because I didn't know.
Spent time there.
That's
yeah,
how it begins.
Yeah. I was, the Coinbase guy for I think until January 2021, where I really started spending money and actually participating. And I think my first actual mint, because I bought stuff off secondary when I first came in because people told me to, and everything they told me to buy was not very good ideas. So thank you to all of them. Nevertheless, my first mint was Lazy Llamas, January 2021. I remember having, I tried to mint Soho Kids. I remember trying to mint Soho Kids when I was running home. I was actually in college at the time, I got off my bus and ran home to try and start my dataless wallet on my PC because I knew it was going to take like 40 minutes.
You got to start that the night before.
Yeah, I definitely didn't run fast enough because my dataless still took 40 minutes and I missed the mint. But, it was the effort. Yeah. It's actually funny that we made fun of that for so long. And then they came out from behind the stone like Jesus. And they're like, we are actually coming out with dataless turbo. Stop laughing at us.
It's too late for that.
You're still memed. Still memed. But maybe that's even better.
So what percentage of your life do you spend on a Twitter space?
Good question.
Probably too much, if that was a percentage. Like 99%. It's I mean, I kind of enjoy it. Like at first
so.
It was
you seem to.
Yeah, girls, you're effing up.
I mean, at first I think I was just trying to learn. For about 6 months I just listened and I never talked. And then the first space that I came up in was actually ADAX. I don't know if you guys remember, they were doing kind of like the order book DEX. It was one of the first. They came out kind of the same time as Muesli Swap. They definitely didn't have the same success, but nevertheless, I came up in this space and they gave me a free NFT when I was speaking to them, and I was like, "This feels like a kind of sign." It kind of felt like a sign, and I was like, I've clearly learned enough now to ask valuable questions. Otherwise, nobody's going to give me a free NFT for being an idiot. So I was like, okay, I'm going to spend a bit more time here and get involved, and then. I think I did spaces on Sundays for just weeks and weeks, and nobody would ever come to them, of course. And I don't blame them because they were awful. And then
to get your space legs.
Yeah, exactly. It takes a while. It definitely takes a while. I feel sorry for some people because they always worry about coming up in spaces and being concerned. Like, how am I going to fit in with these guys? We're all idiots. It took me a while. Nobody knows as much as they think they know, and we're all just here trying to figure out everything ourselves. So definitely, I would always advise not to feel concerned to come up. But yeah, I think after doing it for a while, I've finally got lucky, and people are like, this guy, he maybe knows a bit more than we kind of expected. And projects started
that way about you for sure.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I think being polarizing for a lot of people. They kind of expected me not to know anything, but just to be this loud, excitable, maybe a bit frustrating for projects. No doubt about that. But yeah, finally kind of got some respect after months and thousands of hours in spaces, and thankfully a lot of people have supported me, and I just kept doing it, and then they finally started listening and actually caring about what I had to say. So I guess that's where we're at now, is carrying on doing that, and trying to support projects and also the ones that I advise for and work for, of course, and just trying to push Cardano. I think a lot of people, they always just care about making more money, and it's definitely not a bad incentive. I'll never say it's not, but also just trying to get this ecosystem to grow. You spend so much time that the money becomes not as much as the main proprietor, as much as it's like, I've been here so long now, I just want it to do well.
My home, this is where I belong. This is like where my people are. So
exactly.
And it's not sustainable if it's just about the money. It's not gonna. You can't keep pushing on if everybody's just about the money, because it's gonna crumble. It's gonna burn out. It's gonna go.
There's no like mission. Yeah.
It's like a cycle. I think. A lot of people expect they're going to buy crypto and it's just going to keep going up, and they're going to be in the green forever and the world's going to be great. And you learn very quickly that that's the complete opposite to usually what happens. You buy something, it goes red and it keeps going red. But it's all about kind of having that conviction, right? Conviction in yourself, conviction in being wrong to then become right. You got to buy the wrong things to learn that you bought the wrong things, and then you start buying the right thing. And eventually the money comes with that knowledge and time. And I think the saying is, it's time in the market, not timing the market, because you never will. You will never time it right, and you'll always be wrong.
Grim.
No, it's very true.
It's more of a positive thing. I know it sounds negative, but trying to chase like, you'll see a lot of people, especially now, going into like kind of a people say it's a bull run. I would agree to a degree, because obviously we've gone past, we've gone past the all-time highs, but I think we could see it become more exciting after the halvening. But you'll see in this type of market that a lot of people, maybe their bags are going down and they'll start chasing green candles. And that's where a lot of people lose, is they always try to chase the money that other people made. And it never works like that.
You got to go with what is instead of what was.
Got to get in early.
Well, you sound like a true Cardano person with what you said earlier about like seeing the sign in the Twitter space. I feel like so many guests that we have on, like, you just see so many signs in your life surrounding coming here, or different. I don't know. There's just so much serendipity that feels like it happens in this community. So I'm glad you see that too.
I've never been somebody that really believes in it, like stuff like that. I don't believe in signs. I don't believe in tarot cards and all this spiritual stuff. But that, when they gave me the free NFT, I was like, you need to start believing, man. Like maybe maybe this is, because I think it was like a few $100. Like, it definitely wasn't, it wasn't a slap on the wrist. It was like, here you go, buy a nice bag. So I was like, okay, maybe this is a sign, and maybe I need to start believing.
Do you still have that NFT?
Throttle. You don't have to go full throttle tarot cards and everything to see the signs.
I absolutely do not still have that NFT. So apologies for that.
I have to use it to buy the followers. Damn it.
Exactly. They told me to take profits, and I wasn't going to say no to that. So but
well
to those, I don't even think they're around anymore, but I am. So there we go. They brought me in here, so I have
to.
That's what counts.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So do you have any I actually want to hear about Reflect and like how long you've been there, because I actually don't know much about them because we were disconnected for a while. So tell us a little bit if you feel like it.
Yeah, I'll be happy to. So I've nearly been there for a year now. It'll be a year in May, actually. God bless them. I don't know how they put up with me for a year, but I'm very thankful. I suppose that it's quite a layered thing to talk about Reflect, because it's not just, we're making a PFP. That's kind of the last of our worries. I would call it multifaceted in terms of like, we're building a platform, we're building a dashboard. The forefront is gaming, creators, and then leveraging AI and blockchain as kind of like the background of that. We kind of want to engross like a large library of games, regardless of Web 2 or Web 3. And some people could see it something similar to like, a launchpad, like a gaming launchpad similar to like Epic or Steam, or even, maybe like Animoca or Immutable on other chains where they have, large game libraries, and we would essentially be the publisher and support them by giving them benefits to SDKs and wallet SSOs and all the really boring stuff that you have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on that nobody wants to do, but that's what we're trying to do. And then the creator sides is essentially building a streaming platform to push the games within the library as well. So we're trying to partner with kind of like legacy streamers and creators to bring them in. And reason being, if you have supported kind of like Twitch streamers or YouTubers, even Kick coming out now is quite a big platform. A lot of their revenue is quite a bad deal. Seeing kind of like those 50-50 splits, 3 to 5 days business payouts. If Twitch back in the day, and I'm not sure if it's still a problem, but when people used to donate or subscribe, there would be a callback issue. So you could tip and then refund.
Right.
Essentially. And a lot of people, you can imagine how frustrating that is and how, manipulative that is for a lot of creators. So it's essentially bringing in kind of allowing creators to leverage blockchain for the back end, not have to deal with any of the, boring tech stuff that they don't want to tell to any of their listeners because they don't care. But the benefits of, having kind of instant payments straight into your wallet, instant donations, instant tips, no clawback feature, having that like better revenue split. it's definitely not 50-50. I don't know if I'm liable to say the number currently, so I don't want to get in trouble, but it's definitely better than 50-50. And having, all those statistics available through kind of, the blockchain leverage of that information to see, okay, what are my best times in terms of subscriptions, and when are people watching me the most? When am I getting donations the most? And who wants to wait 3 to 5 days to get their payments out? That is, is when you go to a restaurant and they just like double charge you. They're like, yeah, we'll give you your money back by the end of next week. It's like, you guys.
Oh my God.
So, it's kind of like giving those guys, because they constantly get screwed, and bringing like kind of that new tech to make sure that they're supported and they have better benefits as creators, and having that library behind it. And then with the AI kind of that we're trying to leverage it for is for the creators and also in-game features. So trying to create like a 3D replica of maybe say like a celebrity or an influencer, being able to input them into games. And then we work with in-world for the AI compute on the back end. We kind of like, we interrogate the celebrities or the influencers, we'll say, okay, ask all your personal questions and frustrate them as much as possible. And we input that into in-world AI. And then you have something that kind of replicates a human to a degree within that gaming experience as well. So a mixture of a lot of...
you kind of have Keanu Reeves in Cyberpunk, but without having that.
Exactly. That's the dream, right? Of exactly like you said, being able to put those huge celebrities that have huge effects in kind of our culture and gaming as well, and just get their personality and get them down and 3D design it and put them in a game and be like, wow, I feel like I'm actually connecting with somebody that, I feel like I'm connecting with Keanu Reeves inside this game. And the AI is within world. They've done something amazing where it's very, very intelligent and remembers a lot as well. So it has memories. So coming back into the game, maybe third, fourth, fifth time, you go to the store and Keanu Reeves is there, and you don't buy something again, and he maybe calls you a window shopper or laughs at you because he remembers that. Yeah, he's you're broke. Why do you keep coming to the store? But that's like amazing what they've been able to do, and us being able to leverage that tech. So it's not just that you're speaking to Keanu Reeves with the boring stuff that's just from the outside, but he also has those memories and is able to interact from previous altercations within that game as well.
Yeah, that's
crazy. Wild. I never even thought about that. Like, I haven't even thought about AI in as with celebrities in games yet. That's
they was really I think Josh hated me for a minute because I was like, imagine what if we put like dead people in games, and he was like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And I was like, yeah, you might be right, but I think everybody thinks
people, why not? Like, I mean, it's not like they don't put like dead like historic figures in games all the time.
True.
I mean, exactly. I mean, now I've got somebody else to help me sell this. Another psychopath to help me sell it. So I will be on board with you very soon.
It's a rule. They have to have died for a long time. We used to give ghost tours, and you can't talk about if they have like a lot of living relatives that remember them. You gotta wait.
So we can use the people who've passed, but we need a too soon rule.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Hashtag
okay, I'll take this to the board. Thank you for your advice.
You're welcome.
Just wait 100 years and no one's gonna complain.
Yeah, you're fine. It's time. It's like public domain. They're in the dead public domain now.
I think that's a good way to sell it. I'll be stealing that. But yeah, that's pretty much the rundown. The quickest I can give you on Reflect, and if there's any other questions, always feel free.
How did you get involved with them initially?
I think
you get us jobs. Okay.
Yeah, I could try. I mean, I was just kind of like somebody who was in Cardano a lot, and I spoke to Josh at the time, and I think it's a position where a lot of kind of the maybe VCs or higher up protocols or projects or companies are kind of in, where they're trying to produce a lot, but they're somewhat out of touch with what customers actually want. And that's kind of what I pushed to Josh, was that me really trying to work with you guys is that I believe in what you're doing, and I want to make sure that you stay in touch with what people here actually want, and don't start, wasting money on trying to build something that is maybe a bit too late to the party, or not quite ready for this ecosystem. So thankfully he said yes. He might have been drunk. I don't know, but I wasn't going to let him take that back.
Yeah, no doubt. That's amazing, because that's definitely the problem that we see with a lot of things is not being in touch.
I think it's really easy to lose it, to lose touch as like kind of those big companies when you're facilitating, a lot of money, a lot of employees, a lot of them are, initially very Web 2 and the financial institutes in terms of legacy models that they're like, why are these guys buying meme coins of Charles, and buying meme coins of all this stupid stuff, and you can't blame them because it is absolutely insane. But that's the market's never wrong. You are. So it's making sure that people remember that, and the market's never wrong. You are, and that's and they need to know that, because if they think that the market's wrong, you will always lose.
That's so true.
Good call.
I haven't heard that before. Like the market's never wrong. You are.
I definitely didn't steal that from somebody else smarter than
me. Hey, that's real.
I didn't think so. Yeah.
Now one more silly question. Do you have any, well, maybe it's not silly, I don't know, maybe you have like a really distinguished other nickname. Do you have any other nicknames besides L?
No, I was gonna make one up, but I can't think of one. No, I don't think so.
Asshole. I'm kidding.
Yeah, probably. Am I allowed to swear? Because probably a few of those.
We have a quota.
Yeah, definitely get called that a lot. Wanker. Not any nicknames that I would like to hear again.
Yes. Totally.
Fair.
So what makes you so unpopular? Anyways?
Yeah. How'd you come up with unpopular?
I mean, so I kind of stole that as well.
It was reverse psychology, wasn't it? You're like, if I say I'm unpopular, I'm going to be so popular.
A lot of the way that I do stuff actually is based on that to a degree. Like I run a lot with I'm the number one influencer for a really long time, which was like a huge joke. But then people were like, yeah, he's the number one influencer. And I was like, it's a joke. But if you guys want to run with it, exactly. It worked. The unpopular. So we were in a group chat, a few people I spent a lot of time with on Spaces. And at the time we were planning on doing a Spaces kind of like network of under the banner. And a few of us threw names in a hat, and somebody threw an unpopular opinion. And I was like, okay, let's run with it. So I started doing unpopular opinion. And maybe a bit more in a prolific way than the rest of the people that were in the network kind of expected. And I kind of took it, to be honest, and just ran with it. And like, I was happy to support them, but I think that they were like, this guy's crazy. I guess we're just going to let him have it. So thankfully, some very nice friends that, supported me through that, and, didn't try to make me look bad in their altercation, because it was more about me. I just loved it. And I just wanted to go. And they had, their lives and kids and stuff. And I'm a loser who lives in my mom's basement, so I didn't have any of that. And I ran with unpopular opinion, and those spaces just started doing exceedingly well for a few months. And I was like, okay, well, if I'm going to do unpopular opinion, then I'm going to change my name to UnpopularEL, because that's, let's keep it all under the same banner.
Brandon.
And that's it really. It was more so about me kind of just saying whatever I want, doing whatever I wanted, hosting and speaking to whoever I want, no matter what. And it wasn't about whether he's popular or not. It was, I'm going to say that I'm unpopular, and I run unpopular opinion because we do not care about what you think. I'm going to do it either way, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
And I like that it's like, I don't know, it seems more self-aware to call yourself that. Like, I know what I'm saying is unpopular opinions.
I think it's really fun now, because like some people will subtweet me and be like, UnpopularEL is kind of popular now. This is awkward, or they'll make memes, and I still think that I'm a nobody, and I think if a lot of people, they start getting these followers and they think they're special, and I'll tell you now, you're definitely not. We're all nobodies at the end of the day, and it's all about humility. And if I can laugh at myself and everybody else can laugh at me, I enjoy that much more than being, oh, look at me, I'm PopularEL now, I'm cool. Like, it's just ridiculous.
No way.
It's so embarrassing.
Yeah, it's very embarrassing.
What is the follower count that you would need to change to?
I was just gonna ask that. I was just gonna ask that.
I honestly, I could have like 10 million, and I would never change it now. I don't think, because it's like the irony of it, right? Like, I find the irony of being called UnpopularEL so much funnier than me being, oh, UnpopularEL. Like, it's just you sound so childish. Like,
you do. I guess I didn't really think about how it would sound to say.
It's so obnoxious. Ooh, look at me, I'm PopularEL. So obnoxious.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Call. Yeah, good call. Yeah. So what's next? Where are you setting your sights now?
Yeah.
That's the question that I wish you didn't ask me. Because it's always such a hard answer, right? Like, I never know. I mean, for me, I'm really happy with my position at Reflect. Josh is somebody that I'm really happy to work with, and for as well. And I built a great relationship there. And I really believe in what they're trying to do. So, excuse me. So, if that contract gets extended, I'd be happy to keep doing that. I'm very creative, and I always like to get people in a room. So, you have those kind of moments where you go, okay, El, should I start a project? Should I just do whatever I want? Should I just go crazy? And every time I go, El, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. I always sit to myself and I go, El, really, what's the why? And every time I go, oh, no, I want to be rich. I want to be rich, and I want a project that goes crazy. And I go, that is not the right why. So I never end up doing the project. But, I think once I can find that why, that's always something that's going to be on the cards. For me, working with Reflect is always something I'll be proud and happy to continue. And just being in this ecosystem every day and trying to support Cardano projects, Cardano influencers, Cardano, whatever they are. And also just going to more events. I'm a big fan of them. I do definitely play hard at them, but I try to work just as hard as well. But it's amazing to meet new people and trying to be cross-chain. And so ultimately, I think just staying happy and trying to grow, but in a constant and organic way that isn't, me just thinking about money or thinking about trying to social engineer or trying to increase my wealth, because it's never the right why. And I mean, that's the best answer I can give you.
I feel that.
Yeah, I agree.
We've all
100,000%
been thinking about those whys. Yeah, that was very well said. And I'm really glad that you're here as the number one influencer pushing everything, trying to help push things forward.
It's hard though, man. You get to certain points, and you should start a project. We should work together. We should do this. And I'm like, you know what? I would love to have my own project, but I don't have a why. And I think one thing that I find really hard as well is that I dream exceedingly big. Like, I'm good friends with Dr. Oz, and he always has a go at me. He goes, El, you'll never start a project because your ideas always sound like they're going to cost hundreds of millions of dollars. And we don't even have one. And I'm like, yeah, right. So maybe when I start dreaming a little bit smaller to then help me get to the bigger dreams, maybe, I'll consider something then.
And just, keep an eye on, I mean, you never know when something's going to reveal itself as the thing, and you'll get a feeling, like if it's the right opportunity, if it's the right collaboration, you just you just don't know. You see it, 100%. And then your ideas mesh with that opportunity, and then it's like bam, bam, bam.
No, I really agree with that, to be honest. And I've had some very smart and kind people say something very similar, and I agree. I think if you try to force stuff, sometimes it becomes so frustrating when it doesn't work. You need to let things come to you. You need to know, okay, now it's the right time, when you can feel it, not just trying to make something the right time, because it's never the best way to do it.
Especially because everything's going well for you right now, it seems like.
Yeah, I start a project and it goes and it's awful. The guys are like, "This art's and you should be ashamed of yourself." It's like all downhill from there.
No, it's okay. You'll be all right.
All right, cool. Well, we just hit the hour mark, so unless we have any final questions, I think it's time. Let's do it then. Well, thank you very much, El. This is lots of fun.
Totally.
We'll be seeing new faces as we usually do. And now we'll
this
share
is
a little
easily one of my favorites. I'm sorry, I had to jump in. Easily one of my favorites. Thank you so much for inviting me on. It's been an absolute pleasure.
To have you.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll have to have you on again.
Lots of fun. Yeah, we try to keep it light.
Anytime. If you got some news, we'll try to hype it.
Yeah, let us know what you're up to. Let us know when that big project drops.
I'll definitely keep
doing it. It might be years, but keep us in the loop. Okay.
Like a whitelist for all of you.
All right. So for the CNFT news, I'm Scott Chestnut.
I'm Summer Horsegrave.
I'm with Spaces. And that's El.
And we'll see you next time.